for the graduate school. We ask you please find your seats, silence your phones, and refrain from the use of any noisemakers. The ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Please rise for the processional. Please remain standing. Dr. Christopher B. Roberts, President of Auburn University.
War Eagle. This afternoon we celebrate Auburn University's Spring 2026 graduates from the Graduate School. We'll begin our ceremony with a presentation of the colors. Gentlemen, please remove your headdress and everyone remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. March on, the colors. Joy Shu, a graduate student in music education, will lead us in singing our national anthem. Joy? Thank you, Joy. Retire the colors. Commencement, please be seated. Commencement is the most distinguished and important ceremony that we host at Auburn University. So before we begin our program, I'd like to introduce some members of our platform party. And as I call your name, please stand. Mr. Jimmy Sanford, President Pro Tem representing the Auburn University Board of Trustees. And Dr. Vinnie Nathan, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Mark Peters, a 1986 graduate in geology from the College of Sciences and Mathematics, President and Chief Executive Officer of MITRE, and today's commencement speaker. Dr. Lady Cox, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs, and Mr. Fred Blatchford, Vice President of the Auburn Alumni Association. Dr. Stephen Taylor, Senior Vice President for Research and Economic Development, and Ms. Margaret Arnold, Vice President for Philanthropy in the Office of Advancement. Mr. John Wagner, Secretary to the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Art Appel, Interim Dean of the College of Agriculture. David Henson, Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Studies, and Hugh Daniel Professor in the College of Architecture, Design, and Construction. And Dr. Jennifer Bueller Phillips, Dean of the Harbert College of Business and Wells Fargo Professor. Dr. Jeffrey Fairbrother, Dean of the College of Education and Wayne Smith Distinguished Professor. Dr. Mario Eden, Dean and Billy Carroll McMillan Endowed Chair in the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. And Dr. Janaki Alavalapati, Emmett Thompson Dean of the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment. And Dr. Ash Abibi, Interim Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Susan Hubbard, Dean of the College of Human Sciences, and Dr. Jason Hicks, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Shali Zhang, Dean of Libraries, and Dr. Greg Neuschwander, Dean of the College of Nursing and the Barbara Witt Professor. Dr. Leanne Ross, Dean of the Harrison College of Pharmacy and Bell Endowed Chair, and Dr. Edward Thomas, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics. And Dr. Calvin Johnson, Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine, and Dr. Virginia Davis, Breeden Professor in the Department of Chemical Engineering and the Chair of the University Senate. Captain Leanne Salim, Assistant Professor of Military Sciences, Army, ROTC. Commander Quincy Hoshard, Executive Officer, Navy, ROTC. And Lieutenant Colonel Jaquez Mayer, Operations Officer, Air Force, ROTC. Dr. Catherine Horstman, Associate Professor in the Department of Pathobiology in the College of Veterinary Medicine and our Mace Bearer. And Dr. Jefferson Jones, Associate Professor in the School of Accountancy in the Harbert College of Business, who is today's graduation marshal. And Mr. Jason Harbison, Assistant Director in the Office of Trademark and Licensing, who will be serving as today's announcer. And Mr. Stephen Geis, Interpreter for the Deaf in the Office of Accessibility. Our faculty and administrators are at the very heart of our university, and together they've worked tirelessly to prepare our graduates for this moment. So let's have a round of applause for these university leaders. Now, for the reason that we're here, would our candidates for graduation please stand and be recognized? That's all of you. Now, I think it's safe to say that no one reaches a moment like this alone. And graduates, you are fortunate to have the loveliest village around you. The family members, mentors, teachers, and friends encouraged you, supported you, and helped you reach this milestone are very much a part of this accomplishment. So now turn and offer a big Auburn thank you to all of those who are here today or who are joining us by live stream who helped make this moment possible. All right, please be seated. Since Auburn's founding in 1856, more than 340,000 students have earned degrees from this institution. And this weekend, we welcome a record 5,538 more graduates to that proud Auburn family. The number itself is not what matters most. What matters is the difference that you will make in the lives of others as Auburn graduates. Auburn alumni serve communities, lead organizations, expand knowledge, and work every day to make the world better. Today, you join that enduring tradition. And as you leave Auburn, you leave with more than a graduate degree. You carry the responsibility to use your knowledge and your character and your compassion to make a difference. The education you received here has prepared you not only for a career, but for a life of purpose. And in many ways, the path ahead of you will be defined by your curiosity. The curiosity to ask questions, to explore ideas, and to use your knowledge not only to understand the world, but to help improvement. Our commencement speaker has built a career shaped by curiosity and leadership and lifelong drive to ask hard questions. Dr. Mark Peters is a proud Auburn alumnus whose work reflects the power of an education put to meaningful use. A 1986 graduate in geology, his time on the plains helped launch a career that would eventually establish him as a national leader in science and energy and national security. Today, Dr. Peters serves as president and chief executive officer of MITRE, a global not-for-profit technology company that operates 6 federally funded research and development centers. In this role, he leads nearly 7,000 scientists, engineers, and experts advancing solutions in areas such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, aerospace, health, and national defense. Earlier in his career, he served as director of the Idaho National Laboratory and held senior leadership roles at Battelle Memorial Institute and the Argonne National Laboratory, helping advance nuclear energy, strengthen national security, and expand scientific discovery. For his leadership contributions to science and technology, Dr. Peters was elected to the National Academy of Engineering. I'm going to say that again. Dr. Peters was elected to the National Academy of Engineering and received the Henry DeWolf Smith Nuclear Statesman Award. Through his career, it's taken him far beyond Auburn. Dr. Peters remains grounded in the values that shaped him here. The Auburn Creed reminds us that education gives us knowledge, but also the curiosity to explore and the responsibility to use what we learn well. And he's a distinguished scientist, a national leader, and most importantly, a proud member of the Auburn family. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Peters to deliver your commencement address. Dr. Peters.
Thanks, President Roberts. War Eagle. Congratulations. Great to be with you all today. I want to thank, again, President Roberts, members of the administration, the Board of Trustees, graduates, of course, and your guests. It's with great pride and gratitude that I'm here with you today. As a husband and father of family members with or pursuing graduate degrees and myself a PhD, I certainly understand the significance of this moment for you. Again, congratulations to you as graduates and also to all the folks who support you who are here with us and online. What you've accomplished here at Auburn doesn't happen on your own, you know that. It's built on the people who stood alongside you every step of the way and served as leaders and inspiration in your lives. And importantly, it's because of your hard work and dedication to your field of study. With all that in mind, I want to again thank President Roberts for the kind introduction, and I am certainly proud of the work that I've done to protect our great country. But more than feeling pride in the leadership positions that I've held and hold today, I'm here to tell you that I'm humbled. Because leadership is so much more than a title and responsibility. Leadership is an important concept, yet in my opinion, it's sometimes boxed in. If I asked you to name the leaders on this campus, many would say the administration, the professors, maybe the leader of your professional club. But today I want to expand your viewpoint of leadership. I will tell you that every single graduate here today is a leader. And your experience here at Auburn has prepared you to be a leader. Because being a great leader is more than a title. It's about being bold and decisive, and most importantly, always leading with care and empathy. So rather than talk about my journey, which you can all read online if you care to, I'd rather share how my leadership journey started here at Auburn as an undergrad. And more importantly, hopefully give you some words to let you reflect on how Auburn has benefited your leadership journey. Whether my reflections qualify as wisdom, I'll let you determine that. But I look forward to providing you some of my reflections. There are so many things that make Auburn a special place. It's the people, it's the buildings, the traditions, Jordan Hare on a Saturday, celebrating a win at Toomer's Corner, the Tiger Walk, the jungle, a late night stop at Mama G's. But what makes us truly special is something less tangible and far more enduring. It's the way people show up for one another and commit to something bigger than yourself. That's the Auburn family. I think back to what brought me to be a part of the Auburn family. I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky, and always knew I wanted to go to an SEC school. For those who follow it, yes, I was a Kentucky basketball fan. By early spring of '82, I was set to attend the University of Kentucky, all good to go, and I got an acceptance letter from Auburn University. Having never visited, 3 of my friends and I got in a car and traveled down to check out Auburn. We visited on an amazing spring day, much like today. You know the kind of day. I accepted right away and started my time as a member of the Auburn family. My time as a student at Auburn was remarkable. I grew here and learned. I made lifelong friends and got a great education. I made the choice to major in geology. I had an inspiring professor for my first geology course. His encouragement and enthusiasm got me even more excited about being a geologist. Then came the field trips. Days in the field, nights around the campfire. I did my summer field course mapping at Chihuahua, actually. Amazing geology, for those who don't know, in our own backyard. Hiking, climbing, wading creeks to find rock outcrops. I remember one day in particular, we walked up to a creek, waded in up to our chests, looked back over to the shore as one of the grad students shouted, "Just ignore the water moccasins, because the rocks are worth it." You can imagine we all froze. The challenge was he wasn't kidding, actually. This was a decision point involving trust and risk. Do you trust the grad student? Do you risk the potential of a water moccasin for a yet unknown reward? And for this audience, you know we should always trust the grad student, right? So we trudged on, and it was totally worth it, building character as an Auburn student while wandering creeks in Chihuahua. And then you can't talk about Auburn without talking about athletics. Does anybody here like Auburn athletics? All right, I figured. So I was here at a special time. They're all special times for Auburn athletics, but I got to see Charles Barkley and Chuck Person play basketball, Frank Thomas play baseball, and Bo Jackson play baseball. And then he did a little bit of time on the football field as well, if I recollect. Won a Heisman in 1985. My first Iron Bowl was Bo over the top in 1982. Play that everybody remembers who has seen. I still say we won the 1983 National College Football Championship, by the way. Miami jumped us, never should have happened. A great team, always great teams. Athletics brings us together. It feels like we live and die with each win and loss, but it also creates this community that's so important to Auburn that really continues for our entire lives. When I graduated, I had the opportunity to pursue my PhD at the University of Chicago, and if I'm being honest, I would have loved to have stayed right here. Like many of you, I didn't know what to expect when I went to grad school, and I didn't know a single soul in Chicago, but it was time to take a risk, and it became the best decision of my life. You all uniquely understand how rewarding it is to complete a graduate degree, the hard work, the dedication, the perseverance. And I can tell you from experience that while I was reluctant to leave this campus and pursue my graduate studies, know this university has prepared you to do great things after your degree. So I think back to my time here that shaped how I think about responsibility and leadership and community and showing up for others. All those times here that taught me so much that was so important to where I was going in my journey. So while this world has changed dramatically, something essential has stayed the same. The work of becoming a good person and leader hasn't changed at all. Over time, you'll learn that leadership is not about being impressive. It's about helping others realize their own capabilities and the contributions they can make in the world. It's about showing up when it's inconvenient. It's about making hard decisions and taking responsibility. Many here know this lesson well, and you learn it through failure as much as you do through success. And if they're honest, they'll tell you the moments mattered the most weren't the promotions or the rewards. They were the moments when someone depended on them and they didn't walk away. They took risks and did the right thing even when no one else was looking. My time at Auburn did just that in preparing me. It shaped who I became, and over time, I came to understand just how much that mattered. Now to the graduates. You're inheriting a world that is complicated, loud, and often divided. You're being told a lot of conflicting things about what it means to be a good person, an important person, a leader. Things like stand out, be perfect, be unshakable, have all the answers. Let me save you some time. No one has all the answers. So let me offer a better definition, and one I wish I would have understood a little bit sooner in my career. The best leaders know the importance of being selfless and the value of being a good person. A good person is curious. A good person listens. A good person is willing to say, I don't know yet. A good person chooses integrity when no one is watching. A good person understands that strength without humility eventually turns into trouble. And a good person focuses on positive impact and empowers and recognizes the people who make it happen. I've been fortunate in my career to lead large, complex R&D organizations, solving really hard problems in service to our nation. And that's not always easy. These experiences have reinforced something I wish I had understood much earlier. Leadership is not a solo act. Be bold and decisive, but always lead with care and empathy. And that brings me back to my opening remarks. You're all leaders, whether you realize it or not. Look around this room. Some of you may take your Auburn education and lead projects or start your own business. Some have become professors, and who knows, we may even have a senator or a governor or a university president among us today. And today you're experiencing something increasingly rare, a community of shared values and mutual responsibility. That matters. Because character is not formed in isolation, it's formed in community, in fellowship, and accountability. The Auburn family understands that. So here's my challenge to you. Whatever type of leader you are, be one others can trust with responsibility, in uncertainty, and especially in disagreement. Be a leader who others can trust with the future. Care deeply about excellence, but care more deeply about people. Aim high, but bring others with you. Lead boldly, but remember who you serve. If you do that, 40 years from now, you'll be able to look back with pride both on what you accomplished and the person you are. And what will matter then won't be how far you went, it will be the difference you made. Congratulations to Auburn University for shaping generations willing to learn, lead, and when necessary, do things the hard way. Most importantly, congratulations to all of you on what you've accomplished and what you're yet to accomplish as new leaders who proudly say they're graduates of Auburn University. Thank you, and War Eagle.
Thank you, Dr. Peters. That was an amazing commencement address. Thank you so much. Now it's my pleasure to invite our Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Vinnie Nathan, to the podium. Dr. Nathan.
Thank you, President Robert. Before we introduce our student marshal and the candidates for graduate degrees, I would like to recognize our military service members. Would all active duty and veteran service members in the audience, as well as our graduates who are being commissioned into our military services this weekend, please stand. Thank you for your service to our country. Please be seated. I now invite Dr. Asha Bibi, Interim Dean of the Graduate School, to come forward and to present the student marshal and candidates who've been approved by the faculty and who have been recommended for the appropriate graduate degrees.
On behalf of the Graduate School, it is my pleasure to introduce our Student Marshal, Matthew Beth, who is graduating today with a Doctor of Philosophy in Kinesiology. If you're not familiar with Matt's story, I ask that you indulge me a moment to share it. Matt's journey to today is truly extraordinary. In 2016, he sustained a traumatic brain injury after a fall, leaving him unable to speak, walk, or use the left side of his body. At the time, doctors told him he would never return to college. Undeterred, Matt refused to accept that prognosis. He enrolled at Auburn, where he earned his bachelor's degree in 2020, followed by his master's degree just a year later, and today he completes his doctorate. Along the way, he found both community and mentorship within the College of Education, particularly from Dr. Christopher Wilburn, whose encouragement helped Matt see a future in research and advanced study. As a doctoral student, Matt was involved with several research communities, including the Locomotor and Movement Control Lab, the Sports Biomechanics Lab, and the Smart Neuroscience Lab. He was recognized as a top 10 finalist in Auburn's 3-minute thesis competition. Today, his research examines how the mechanisms of traumatic brain injury influence long-term functional independence and disability outcomes, work aimed at improving how individuals recover and live from after neurotrauma. Looking ahead, Matt plans to use his research to improve the lives of others by helping shape public policy and healthcare practices related to traumatic brain injury, and using evidence and real-world data to support better long-term recovery and patient care. While Matt graduates today with a doctorate, those who've worked alongside him will tell you that it is the Auburn family who has learned the most from him about perseverance, hard work, and what it truly means to have a sound mind, a sound body, and a spirit that is not afraid. Please join me in congratulating Matthew Beth. Now, would all the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Audiology please rise? Trustee Sanford, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it is my pleasure to present these doctoral candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Abibi. On behalf of the Auburn Board of Trustees and my fellow colleagues, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as member of the Board of Trustees of Auburn, I do now confer upon each of you the doctoral degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Audience, please join me in applauding the Auburn family's newest graduates. Please be seated. As Mark so eloquently and instructfully stated, each one of you is a leader. First, as a leader of yourself, then as a leader of others who choose to follow. May you always, as you lead, believe in Auburn and love it. War Eagle.
The Doctor of Philosophy and the Doctor of Audiology are the highest degrees awarded in the academia of universities. Part of the tradition associated with awarding these degrees is a special ceremony involving the presentation of a doctoral hood. Would the major professors of the doctoral candidates please escort your graduates to the stage to be hooded as Mr. Harbison calls your name.
We now ask Dean Fairbrother to please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Education. Dr. Matthew J. Beth, hooded by Dr. Harsimran Bawija. Dr. Kadisha Alana Francois, hooded by Dr. Maria Whitty. Dr. Pamela Woods Norris, hooded by Dr. Hannah Baggett. Dr. Audrey Deanne Ross, hooded by Dr. Baggett. Dr. Pagiana Brooks, hooded by Dr. Baggett. Dr. Rogers Hunt III, hooded by Dr. Reginald Blockett. Dr. Rebecca Suzanne Odegaard Sewell, hooded by Dr. Amy Serafini. Dr. Candice Marie Doak, hooded by Dr. Ellen Hahn. Dr. Okunala Adeniyi, hooded by Dr. David Marshall. Dr. Jess Walls, hooded by Dr. Jane Keeney, and accompanied by Phantom. Dr. Fabian Correa, hooded by Dr. Peter Hasty. Dr. Travis Lane Morgan, hooded by Dr. Sean Durham. Dr. James Fogel, hooded by Dr. Jason McKibben. Dr. Lucas William Brock, hooded by Dr. McKibben. Dr. Amy Harrington Mack, hooded by Dr. Jillian Ford. Dr. Fatma Hussein Al-Kutfan, hooded by Dr. Evelyn Hunter. Dr. Elizabeth Barlow Harkey, hooded by Dr. Marilyn Stretchins. Dr. Katrina Billups, hooded by Dr. Alicia Wolib. That concludes the College of Education. Would Interim Dean Appel please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Agriculture? Dr. Kayla Noel Sullins, hooded by Dr. Amanda Strayer-Scherer and Dr. David Held. Dr. Casey O'Neill, hooded by Dr. Held. Dr. Dylan James Brown, hooded by Dr. Nanan Liu. Dr. Caitlin Brooks Lawton Daniels, hooded by Dr. Scott Graham. Dr. Grishma Bharatan, hooded by Dr. Shabarina Shikumar. Dr. Ji Zhang, hooded by Dr. Charles Chen. Dr. Jorge Luis Sandoval Escobar, hooded by Dr. Charlene Hanlon. Dr. Samantha Ann Donahoe, hooded by Dr. Nathan Whalen. Dr. Matthew Francis Gladfelter, hooded by Dr. Alan Wilson. That concludes the College of Agriculture. Would Associate Dean Hinson please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Architecture, Design, and Construction. Dr. Rana Muhammad Irfan Anwar, hooded by Dr. Eric Wetzel. Dr. Bushra Yusel, hooded by Dr. Salman Azar. That concludes the College of Architecture, Design, and Construction. Would Dean Muller-Phillips please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the Harvard College of Business. Dr. C.D. Zhao, hooded by Dr. Pei Shui. Dr. Rajdeep Kaur, hooded by Dr. Miles Zachary. Dr. Wyatt Edward Lee, hooded by Dr. Ashley Roca Priori and Dr. Franz Lorkey. That concludes the Harvard College of Business. Would Dean Eden please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Dr. Abdullah Al-Nahyan, hooded by Dr. Lauren Beckingham. Dr. Harish Kumar, Senthil Kumar, hooded by Dr. Brian Beckingham. Dr. Brett Justin Harvell, hooded by Dr. Elizabeth Lipke. Dr. Quinn H. Oddie, hooded by Dr. Eden. Dr. Ari David Goldman, hooded by Dr. David Scarborough. Dr. Kezaben Salaglu, hooded by Dr. Ehsan Teheri. Dr. Nicholas Paul Nuri, hooded by Dr. Teheri. Dr. Joseph Thomas Iverson, hooded by Dr. Davide Guzzetti. Dr. Rahman Sohel Qureshi, hooded by Dr. Guzzetti. Dr. Sean Ryan Bauerfein, hooded by Dr. Matthew Kirchner. Dr. Brian Anthony Torres, hooded by Dr. Jeff Soling. Dr. M.D. Faisal Khan, hooded by Dr. Nima Shamse and Dr. Shuao Shou. Dr. Mikhail Paul, hooded by Dr. Shamse and Dr. Shao. Dr. Nicholas Philip Schulmeyer, hooded by Dr. Nicoletta Falla. Dr. Mohammed Mijanur Rahman, hooded by Dr. Falla. Dr. Shumik Sadaf, hooded by Dr. Jihua Zhang. Dr. Mercedes Riche Haley, hooded by Dr. Robert Pentazis. Dr. Shunling Ta, hooded by Dr. Masood Majari Samani. Dr. Hugh Christopher Maryday, hooded by Dr. David Roosh. Dr. Shima Rizai, hooded by Dr. Brendan Higgins. Dr. Abdallah Alakaya, hooded by Dr. Saad Hamasha. Dr. Sufyan Tahat, hooded by Dr. Hamasha. Dr. Manis Sakagami, hooded by Dr. Sushil Adhikari. Dr. Taha Takriti, hooded by Dr. Ash Habibi. Dr. Duk Trong Tran, hooded by Dr. Nam Tran. Dr. Hao Fan Wang, hooded by Dr. Farah Kanda. That concludes the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. We now ask Dean Alavalapati to please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment. Dr. Amalola C. Kafi, hooded by Dr. Soledad Peresin. Dr. Janaki Sandamali Kuda Udaji, hooded by Dr. Lana Nareen. Dr. Nishem Tapa, hooded by Dr. Narain. And that concludes the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment. We now ask Dean Hubbard to please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Human Sciences. Dr. Hamza Hamadeen, hooded by Dr. Aaliyah Crawford. Dr. Wendy McLean, hooded by Dr. Yi Ming Lee. And that concludes the College of Human Sciences. We now ask Dean Hicks to please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Arunima Paul, hooded by Dr. Chris Vickers. Dr. Brittany Bonner Ball, hooded by Dr. Shri Krishnamurti. Dr. Lexi Leanne Barraza, hooded by Dr. Krishnamurti. Dr. Sarah Grayson Holt, hooded by Dr. Razan Al-Fakir. Dr. Talon Fryson Darby, hooded by Dr. Aurora Weaver. Dr. Grace Yvonne Hogue, hooded by Dr. Weaver. Dr. Rachel Coltrane Seaman, hooded by Dr. Weaver. Dr. Sasha Elizabeth Sitkovich, hooded by Dr. Weaver. Dr. Haley Grace Hodges, hooded by Dr. Alicia Jones. Dr. Logan Montgomery Barrett, hooded by Dr. Jennifer Brooks. Dr. Matthew Clark Roberts, hooded by Dr. Keith Abair. Dr. Mackenzie J. Levitt, hooded by Dr. Jennifer Robinson. Dr. Chu Zong, hooded by Dr. Robert Arnold. Dr. Sri Rija Srinivasa, hooded by Dr. Alexei Keselev. Dr. Jeremiah Christian Fitzer, hooded by Dr. Amit Mitra. These are graduates from the Harrison College of Pharmacy. Dr. Sarud Padik, hooded by Dr. Murali Dhanashekaran. Dr. Ki Yi Lu, hooded by Dr. Dhanashekaran. Dr. Noor Fidel Algaroiba, hooded by Dr. Amal Kadumi. Dr. Amer Al Khalifa, hooded by Dr. Kadumi. And that concludes the Harrison College of Pharmacy. We now ask Dean Thomas to please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Francesco Severide Moen, hooded by Dr. Mark Lyles. Dr. Emily Michelle Churchman, hooded by Dr. Lyles. Dr. Arthur Nuri Taniel, hooded by Dr. Song Li Shan. Dr. Nicholas Michael Galbutz, hooded by Dr. Mark Carpenter. Dr. Zeron Wong, hooded by Dr. Carpenter. Dr. Devin Kaylee Hensley, hooded by Dr. Melinda Lanius. Dr. Yosef Mohammed Mutan, hooded by Dr. Konrad Pekowski. Dr. Esteban Fernando Pinto Landeta, hooded by Dr. Leslie Gortson. Dr. Molly Folkerts Caldwell, hooded by Dr. Daniel Warner and Dr. Matthew Wolak. Dr. Matthew D. Bueller, hooded by Dr. Brian Counterman and Dr. Jamie Oakes. Dr. Dakota McKay Kirk, hooded by Dr. Marcelo Carota. Dr. Jody Lee Davis II, hooded by Dr. Guillaume Laurent. Dr. Alexandra Salikas, hooded by Dr. Richard Vichula. Dr. Taiwao Odabuchu, hooded by Dr. Bradley Murner. That concludes the College of Sciences and Mathematics. We now ask Dean Johnson to please come forward as we recognize the doctoral candidates from the College of Veterinary Medicine. Dr. Troy LeBou, hooded by Dr. Nancy Murner. Dr. Yandra Vaduge Savani, Sulukshana Deosirani Fernando, hooded by Dr. Maria Naskow. That concludes the College of Veterinary Medicine.
Okay. It's back. Please join me in congratulating these new doctoral graduates. Would all the candidates for master's and education specialist degrees please rise? Trustee Sanford, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it is my pleasure to present these master's and education specialist candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Beebe. On behalf of the Auburn University Board of Trustees and my fellow colleagues, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees, I do now confer upon each of you the Master's in Education Specialist degree to which you are entitled with all rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Audience, please join with me as we applaud these wonderful achievements. Please be seated. As Mark cited the experiential knowledge of the 1983 Auburn football team, each of you will be offered many opportunities. And as you experience these opportunities to lead with Auburn's highest degree in hand, head, and heart, may you always build communities by believing in Auburn and love it. War Eagle.
Graduates, please come forward as Mr. Harbison calls your name.
Would Interim Dean Uphill please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the College of Agriculture. Rachel Marie Livingston. Megan Lynn Woodall. Melissa Sandoval. Jagjit Singh. Elizabeth Neal. Lillian Brito Lenz. Clarissa Fonseca Ferguson. Cynthia Saziva. Anyi Melissa Reyes Munoz. Justin Anderson. Sonia Afrin. Pravalika Boini. Ashvarya Goli. Amelia Ann Pugh. Mariam Saeed. Alexandra Elizabeth Nowicki. Quinn Josephine LaFontaine. Hannah Gabriel Talbert. Claire Noel Marchant. Emmeline Blackwell. Ellison Greer Nebby. Sean Parham. Anna Marie Elizabeth Steed. Maria Guadalupe Vilches. Matthias Pinhau. John Dalton Beasley. Aisha Ibrahim Mahdi. Olivia Lynn McGuire. Hunter Allen Sheffield. Samantha George Phillip. Pavani Mula. Arnold Jesus Gutierrez Ubeda. Jairo Alberto Gonzalez Camilo. Camila Alexandra Cayaho Mora. And that concludes the College of Agriculture. Would Associate Dean Hinson please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the College of Architecture, Design, and Construction. Sabrina Chiharu Latendras Lafay. Avery Otan Miller. Marquin Lewis Mitchell. Caroline Stuckey. Mackenzie Larson. Caitlin Elizabeth Holt. Christina Estefania Campos Perez. Juan Jameer Wright. Imran Musa Jabara. And that concludes the College of Architecture, Design, and Construction. Would Dean Muller-Phillips please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the Harvard College of Business. Julie Catherine Jaget. Heather Danielle Jaget. James Patrick Cummins. Skip Holsey. Alexander Daniel Burrell Perez. Joel David DeMarco. Hannah Antos. Zachary Eric Olson. Clayton Sebastian Groyle. Nicholas H. Flory. Anthony Schweistel. Andre Baseto Okamura. Nathan Hart. Heather Lynn Gardner. Megan Moore. Ashley Elizabeth Best. Patrick Raphael Wood. Isabel Zecker Hess. Caroline Margaret Nichols. Jansen Rose Free. Kinsey Carden King. Alexandria Marie Yurchik. Winston Wane. Madison Grace Dietrich. David G. Clark. Wiley Coleman Connor IV. Sarah Elizabeth O'Connor. Gregory Robert Matlack. Jeffrey Tigan. Asa Ward. Bradley Michael Pouncey. Georgia Susan Hare. Sandra D. Lucas. Amanda Elizabeth Hill Pritchard. Elizabeth Ann Slater. Tracy Lee Sample. Derek Max Singleton. Douglas Franklin Rosser Jr. Carrie Allen Caswell. Christopher Scott Eady. Michael Lewis Riddle. Ryan J. Grover. Sarah Cambridge. DeAndre J. Myers. Benjamin Blackston. Stephen Andrew Swinney. Joshua Craig Byerly. Scott Hanson Stevenson. Peter J. Ingram. Philip Wall. Javon Dixon. Ajita Latoya Williams. Jonathan Branscombe. Anthony Montana Van Slambrook. Caleb Desmond Barlow. Glenn Stewart Werline Jr. Madan Nagaraju. Regina Hartman Bailey. Elizabeth Jean Matchefs. Stephanie Apani Lugo Wong. Laura Elizabeth Reed. Christian Angela Martin. Tolulupe Joseph Atawalagun. Sarah Ann Dunn. Emil Graff Sullivan Jr. Kevin Arthur Roll. Ricardo S. Garcia. Gregory Thomas Quist. William Schwalbach. Emily Aline Jones. Isabella Grace Richardson. Ella Grace Mills. Mary Emily Buchanan. Riley Catherine Hudson. Corinne Elizabeth Shermy White. Grace Goodwin. Holden Rockwell. Bailey Brookins. Michael Brian Hawkins Jr. Matthew Evan Russell. Colby William Carter. Charles Coleman Rampey. Luke Isaac Simpson. Andrew Harris. Jacob Waller. Michael Pearson Johns. Joseph Lapardo. Mary Grantley Hamby. Nicole Marie McCullough. Yesu Bang. Yumin Cho. Catherine Lee Waters. Olajumoke Ajayi. Christiana Augustine Okonko. Vina Nguyen. Courtney Elizabeth Bishop. Allison Paige Oliver. Mariana Madison Self. Angelica Roxana Vargas. Sarah Chase Bentley. Morgan Nicole Vukovitz. Rosemarie Christine Carlson. Chloe Christina Erkenswick. Sarah Catherine Pelham. Ava Renee Pierpont. Emma Catherine Dempsey. Lauren Coffey. Margaret Shirley Gilchrist. Julia Page Elsey. Virginia Lee Count. Judson Palmer Fitz. Benjamin Cornett. Meredith Helen Wade. Anna Elizabeth Causey. Sophia Grace Elvey. Bryson Wayne Lyles. Maddox Elizabeth Legg. John Riley Oberkirk. Lindsay Grace Holmes. Megan Ashley Brewa. Mary Stevenson. Madison Rebecca Wright. Mallory Lorraine Dearman. Addison Hibbs Grafton. Sarah Ann Hardiman. Ashley Faith Belshey. Jake Evan Myers. John Fraser Murray. Parker Alexander Stone. Nicholas Coffey. Andrew Wynn. Hayden Bryant Scarborough. Kaylee Ann Wesolowski. Elizabeth Paige Thompson. Renee Marie Duthu. Hannah Ray Homer. Riley Grace Ferguson. Luis Carlos Perez Rodriguez. Claire Jenkins. Haley Harper. Terrence O. Lillis. Danielle Grace Hirsch. Monica Raquel Ryder. Nicole Catherine Litton. Andrew Johnston Bell. Connor Newton. Adam Marshall Gotro. Luke Huntington Hinson. Luke T. Parr. Andrew Cole Jordan. Zachary Stewart Miller. Jonathan Grady Withrow. James Clyde Silver. John Michael Bracer. Carter Britt Frutel. Alexander Anderson. Godfred Yankson. Deborah Ayodele Owolabi. Ohenetega Deborah Wash Anegaboro. Francesca Kabla. Grace Efelua Fadeyi. Amari Wimberly. Haley Grace Schmidt. That concludes the Harbert College of Business. We now ask Dean Fairbrother to please come forward as he recognizes the graduates from the College of Education. Tyler M. Davis. Caleb Lane Watson. Nathan Uri. Zhihui Feng. Ayrton J. Bailey. Emily Rebecca Camp. Bentley Estelle Rice. Jean Ellen Elizabeth McDonald. Kelsey Jerome Thomas. Mary Jaquanta Giles Petway. Victoria Roosevelt Walker. Jason P. Delia. Courtney Zarella Neidhart. Alexandra Skelton. Dwight Edward Dodd. Jacob T. Hiley. Ricky Joseph Trelaw. Joshua Patrick Race. Justin Thomas Youngblood. Melissa Snyder Webb. Kaylee Ann Garrett. Jennifer Young Story. Whitney Wilcoxon. Yunyi Lee. Haley Catherine White. Darby Ray Moore. Joseph Daniel Green. Amanda McKinney Maring. Katie Weldon Hurst. Terrell Dwayne Price. Misty Rochelle Richardson. Amber Fulford. Frances Victoria Brokenshaw Roberson. Ashley Kelly Ziegenfelder. Edel Noah Brewer II. Alexander Vick. Brady Jonah Wood. Abigail Chambliss. Hyunsu Stephanie Kim. Nawara Mansour Al-Salmi. Michaela Rimsa. Danielle Elizabeth Lunny. Audra Elizabeth Graves. Jennifer Laura Jones. Kaylee L. Hornsby. Augustus Clay Mitchell. Russell Clark. Evan Scott Heller. Cora Leanne Blue. Mary Shea Stearns Ray. Ashley Blair Russell. Divine Rashun Ingram. Abigail Hage. Emily Lane McBride. Carrie McLeod Harper. Erin Rebecca Riley. Ella Handley. Anna Paige Holtz. Kelly Celine Berkman. Christopher Allen Lewis. Williamson Mezamours. Seth McCullough. Aubrey Aaron Holliday. And that concludes the College of Education. Would Dean Eden please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the Ginn College of Engineering. Abigail Lynn Godfrey. Hannah Lynn Patterson. Gonzala Gil Arteaga. Thomas Cole Edwards. Caleb Price Martin. Nicole Thomas Schenkels. Haley Hodges. Dina Amen Sayeg. Gordon Gregory Kyle. Alicia Monet Williams. Dylan Walter Gilbert. Caspian Stearns Brenner. Brandon Michael Napier. Hannah Lynn Fong Osterman. Mason Sloan Holtkamp. Parker Matthew Wynn. Ethan Foster Cook. Samuel Michael Pratt. Kyle Robert Vankirk. Clayton Lee Gary. Aaron Todd Golden. Adam Kale Laney. Shenren Zong. Omar Al Hussein. Brady Allen Haugley. Joseph Fernando Moore. Trevor Folk. Connor Jackson Colvin. Isaac Russell Evans. Austin Bradley Arnold. Cody Shane Shively. Brock Huner. Easton Andrew Foreman. Danielle Lee LeGrand. Julia Daniel. Madeline Grace Morgan. Robert Louis S. Harris. Jacob Earl Sizemore. Khalid Dia Zuder. Kara Dahl Minky. Benjamin Thomas Smith. Lillian Renee Williams. Juliana Marie Wood. Holden Zane Hargett. Anna Kobe Lancaster. Blake Edward DeSalvo. Ryan Joseph Holscher. Christian Alexander Parente. Lauren Adele Flannelly. Luis Jose Alaracan Aniva. Caitlin Winmi Tran. Aubrey L. Shaw. Brandy Patrice Smith. Orlasi Kofi Jam. Hilda Obeng Boateng. Jacinta Amwakan John. Michaela Hope Barksdale. William Hendricks Hubbard. Brandon Kyle Falone. Rodella Tosnem. Nusrat Jahan. Elliot Charles Baker. Mohammed Abu Mugara. Syed Sarush Alavi. Parker James Thompson. Luke Elias Robinson. Chase Orion Tuggle. Liam Marr. Hemant Sharawat. Tyler Min Wen. Elizabeth Trong. Christopher Mark Turner. Uday Kiran Kotapalli. Rayashetty Nikhil Sai. Yashashwi Voletti. Habibsha Sahu. Kritika Vyas. Buwedi Shwari Burakankla. George Caleb Patillo. Joseph Michael Chaloa. Edgar J. Reyes Oblan. Drumil Shailesh Harappa. And that concludes the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. We now ask Dean Alavalapati to please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment. Annie Reeves Jones. Alexia Olford. Judson Eugene Thompson Jr. Noah Lance Burton. Abigail Ireland League. Samantha Lynn Schweisel. Manisha Sabeti. Samit Kafle. Amulya Malayaya. Vida Owusu. That concludes the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Environment. We now ask Dean Hubbard to please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the College of Human Sciences. Catherine Larson. Rosario Garcia Ardizani. Emery Harbor. Michaela Alexandria Shannon. Casey Alexandra Mundorf. Sarah June Willis. Abby Pfeiffer. Solman Anyat Chaudhry. That concludes the College of Human Sciences. We now ask Dean Hicks to please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts. Whitney Shea Boyd. Olivia Pearl Holden. Susan Ciati. Luz Catherine Ruiz Rodriguez. Helena Martin Vasquez. Haley R. Suarez Rivas. Zaria Lepre Kidd. Emma J. Finster. Madeline Claire Couture. Tori Nicole Buchanan. Hope Hartley. Lily Margaret Halverson. Megan Colleen Mullen. Lauren Ansley Smith. Holly Marie Wilson. Stevie Marilyn Nomchef. Ainsley Grace Whittington. Georgia Lee Parkman Smith. Sarah Frances Wren. Annie Polly Musselwhite. Grace Baker. Lee Mackenzie Nicholson. Madeline Claire Mitchum. Tianka Long. Iana Cooper. Florida Maria Villa Azabach. Jesus Angel Cosera Carrasco. Carolina Granja Vizcaíno. Alba Lasso Rabago. Nohemi Rodriguez Alameda. Salvador Lupienes Toledo. Jeffrey Derek Maynard. Peyton Elizabeth Taylor. Sophia Rose Spano. Caroline Elizabeth Bumgarner. Bianca Annalise Victoria Ham. Aaron Bernier Cannon. Audrey Elizabeth Aiken. Callie Jo Blacklock. Caroline Paige Neal. Brinkley K. Wade. Jenna Benet Pear. Natalie Shand. Jasmine Rosales. Anna Rose Prather. Kylie Frazier. Carrie Elizabeth Neighbors. Ashley Deshay Tuggle. Julia Margaret Taylor. Journey Grace Tollerson. Talia Chantel Sadler. Silas Weldon. Mincy McCall Jones. Cecilia Rose Riley. Casey Lynn Luster. Emily Margaret Hall. Emma Kate Knight. Sophia Marie Dawson. Adeline Marie Metzger. Dory Iman Wilkerson. Chastity Janae Hunter. Grace Pearson. Kalia S. Young. Jared Chung. Brandon Zylick Lane. Celia Tapa. Jolisa Leanne Lanafran Brewster. Alexis Litteken. Ashley Paige Perryman. Elijah Lynch. Aaron Anderson. Jordan Annika Grantham. Muhammad Nuwan Ali. Matthew Carson McClendon. Kevin Jakiris Jackson. Channing Townshend. Victoria Lee Ashley. Riley Howland. Jeremiah Bybee. Kaylee Grace Murray. Austin Kyle Whitehead. Catherine Caroline Deck. Nicholas Bradford. Joshua Javon Dawsey. Benjamin James Guerrera. David Carlton Brassfield III. Elliot Martin Meinert. Stephen Margavio. Truman Mosier Templeton. Ashton Aaliyah Daniel. Zoe Smith. Caden Ashley Boyd. Elizabeth Ann Morton. Hannah Elise Duckett. Elizabeth Mary McGlynn. Emma Madison Rosenberg.
Jen Chao Lee. Jianlin Hong. Destiny Nicole Waldrop. Hannah Schwartz. Hannah Grace Wilkinson. Carson Elizabeth McFadden. Esther Kim. Jemima Evelyn Millie Simpkin. Natalia Malinowski. Colby Lynn McLean. Ananda Janae Brown. Tatiana Renee Bodie. Nicholas Rance Wetzel. Jacob Matthew Taylor. Reed Allen Hughes. Scotland Christine Sims. Lanila Takoya Marie Hinton. Samaya Kavari Sanders. Virginia Holland Ogden. Catherine Wade Bradford. Lacey Cruz. Philip Wynn. And that concludes the College of Liberal Arts. We now ask Dean Neuschwander to please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the College of Nursing. Riley Allen Salter. Caitlin Powers Eder. Abby Allner Bell. Claire Nichols Northcutt. Caden Olivia Walker. Albert Schuler III. Purity Chepnetkich Abrahams. Emily Richwine. Macy Caldwell Ferguson. Kathleen Margaret Beasley. Jessica Lee Pritchett. Amanda Davis Ruber. Amelia Carlisle Greathouse. Marlon Moulton Thomas. Courtney Joy Fuller. That concludes the College of Nursing. We now ask Dean Thomas to please come forward as we recognize the graduates from the College of Sciences and Mathematics. Ethan Sachs. Aiden Wall. Seth Alexander Paul Vogt. Brianne Giles Giglio. Ava Adeline Roberts. Rinbem Cromtit. Haley Ray Lushington. Hannah Fahey. Maria Mercedes de Jesus. Caitlin Victoria Smith. James Christopher Wash II. Carly Hope Dollar. Maria Ricas. Evan Don Pate. Jacob Fries. Jesse Duran Pittman. Nathaniel Edward Smith. Emily Beth James. Hyunha Park. Margaret Lorraine Cathcart. Autumn Carolia Arnold. Trey Alexander Adams. Chase A. Lucht. John Joseph Viola Dita. Ifit Jaron. Katie Lee Bendel. Sarah Barney. And that concludes the College of Sciences and Mathematics. We now ask Dean Johnson to please come forward as we recognize the graduate from the College of Veterinary Medicine. Alexandra Lauren Autry.
Let's congratulate all of our graduates one more time. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Fred Blatchford, Vice President of the Auburn Alumni Association, to offer our graduates an official welcome. And while I know this has been a long ceremony, I know you're going to give him a lot of energy. So let's go, Fred. 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 All right, here we go, Fred.
Thank you, President Roberts. Congratulations and War Eagle. There we go. Now that you have fulfilled your academic requirements to earn your graduate degree from Auburn University, you join an esteemed alumni network bound by principles of hard work, honesty, truthfulness, and a spirit that is not afraid. During your journey at Auburn, our devoted faculty and staff have sought to prepare you for future challenges by fostering innovative learning, strengthening your resilience, nurturing your personal and professional growth. Now, you are poised to take on the world. You have worked hard thus far is just merely a prelude to greater achievements. While your education at Auburn is a springboard for your future, the meaningful connections you have made here will continue to flourish as it takes you in different directions. Auburn University alumni have used their degrees to serve others, better their communities in ways that they may never have imagined on the day they sat here wearing their cap and gown. I have no doubt that each of you will go forth and do great things. Remember that Auburn will always connect you to each other. Whether you stay in the loveliest village or move across the world, I was in Thailand 2 weeks ago and got a War Eagle. You'll stay connected to the Auburn family. As the Vice President of the Auburn Alumni Association, I am honored to officially welcome you as an Auburn alumni. I'm so proud to share this day with you. May you always believe in Auburn and love it. And again, to fill Dr. Roberts' request with a lot of energy, again, congratulations and War Eagle.
Congratulations to all the graduates whose degrees have been conferred this afternoon. And graduates, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for choosing Auburn. It's been our privilege to serve you as educators and mentors, and frankly, as your friends. You are now members of the Auburn family, and as you begin the next chapter of your journey, know that wherever life takes you, Auburn will always be part of the story, and this place will always be your home. We conclude our ceremony with the singing of the alma mater, led again by Joy Zhu. Please stand and remain standing until the platform party has recessed from this stage. Would everyone please rise?
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to our graduates. We ask that all graduates exit the arena floor through the door behind you and to the right. We ask guests to make their ways to the main exits. Please join your graduates at the meetup tent located in the arena parking lot.